I first encountered Ekaterina through her YouTube channel. I was casting for a female magician for one of my magic production shows, and Ekaterina's YouTube channel popped up. During my research, what struck me was the quality of her work, her skill set, and her style, and the quality of her videos. She's an excellent teacher. Just watch one of her tutorials and see how clear and concise she is. She's a skilled magician, a fair and honest product reviewer, a magic product producer and creator, a marketing accounts executive, a cardistry specialist, and she's a mom. I think you'd agree and call her a magical Wonder Woman. It's my great pleasure to introduce Ekaterina. Welcome.
Perfect. Hi, Connie.
So can you tell the guests and the viewers that are watching at home a little bit about yourself?
Sure. My name is Ekaterina, ECAT for short. I immigrated to Canada with my family when I was 8 years old. My youngest sister at the time, she has a genetic illness called PKU. It's very rare, and essentially her body cannot break down protein, and she can't eat that, or it will cause issues with her brain. And the food that is created for these kind of folks is very rare as well, and was available in North America for free. We were aiming for North America. Canada at the time accepted young families, so we came to Canada. When I just immigrated, me and my family were going with food stamps to the food banks, right?
Yeah.
Just so we could eat. So yeah, I've lived through more difficult things than what we're living now. So I feel like I'm more prepared for these tougher times. So yeah, so overall, when you change countries like this, you start from zero and you have to build up from there.
Now you're based in Montreal. So do you speak French, English, and Russian?
Exactly, yes. I didn't know when I was young and arrived here, I didn't know I had to learn French, but there's a law specifically in Quebec where Montreal is. Yeah. And it's a law 101 where you must study in French if you're an immigrant. Okay. It's actually the law, which is a good thing because otherwise I wouldn't have learned French. And now I have a lot of clients and contacts that are in France. It's very helpful.
So you're saying your biggest achievement would be giving birth to your son on your birthday? Would that be your biggest achievement?
That would be my biggest achievement personally, for sure. Yeah. For you're mentioning just biggest achievement in general, professionally in my career, I would say it was when Coca Cola had reached out to me after they had found out my YouTube channel and wanted to film commercials with me. That was just an amazing, like my best magic contract has been working for Coca Cola. It was a 2-year commitment, and I was part of their ambassador program, and I in my contract I was forbidden to drink in public only Coca-Cola. So that was quite interesting. For the exception though of alcoholic beverages, that was a good thing because in a lot of events, they're drinking champagne or wine, right?
Right.
So any other, like I couldn't even drink water in public. It had to be Coca-Cola. So the good thing is I generally really like Coca-Cola, and I have it always in my fridge. But that was amazing. Like they flew me first class. We filmed commercial. Originally they had contacted me for one commercial, and I was competing with other folks to get that role, if you will. And the fact that I'm a marketer has helped me greatly because I not only, thought of, okay, what we can do in one commercial, but conceptually, how can I help them develop the brand with magic and with those commercials? So I have come up with 4 concepts for them. And so we filmed 4 commercials instead of 1. So I've quickly quadrupled whatever money I would have made with 1 to 4. And what I love most about this contract is the fact that I negotiated everything myself. A lot of folks, they rely on agencies or agents to push their career, and they would tell me all the time, like, there's no way you can pull any major client by yourself. And I felt like this specific contract, I've proven everyone wrong. That you could be a businesswoman, you could represent yourself. It's like I'm putting myself in the shoes of a founder of a startup. Like, you don't go and hire an agency to represent you. You go there and you sell your product or service as a startup. So yeah, so it's not for everyone. I don't think everyone has business skills. Some people stick to creative and artistic things, which is completely fine. Like I mentioned in the beginning, my thing was not accounting, so I had to outsource that. But
I was
my
just thinking that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it's part of me to do business.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I really love negotiating and selling, and selling yourself, I guess, is the tough one.
Where did you travel for those ads?
Part of my negotiation skills, I had sold them to buy worldwide rights for everything that we filmed. So we filmed both in English and in Spanish. The main market that was interested was the Spanish market.
Yeah.
Because in North America and Europe, there's other competitors, soft drinks that spend a lot of media. So there isn't a monopoly, if you will. Right. But in a lot of the Latin American countries, like, it's big. It's either a Coca Cola country or not a Coca Cola country. So I went to film in Uruguay. It was much cheaper to film in like South America than, for instance, Mexico or other places. So we went to Uruguay. It was
beautiful.
Yeah, it was so nice. And yeah, I had to sharpen my Spanish to go there because some folks in the crew could not speak any word of English. It's very interesting. There was, I think anytime something can go wrong, something goes wrong. There was only one day where I had maybe a bad day on set. So I was there for 1 week full-time filming. And the reason why 1 week also is that we had to anticipate some days it would rain. So that day we're not filming, but most days it was sunny. The other things that I didn't anticipate, and the production crew was a bit mad at me. They're like, why you didn't go self-tanning before you came here? Because you're going to be under the sun all day. Like, you're going to burn, you're going to be red. It's not good for TV. So there's a few things I'm like, okay, I'll just wear a lot of sunscreen. It's going to be all right. So I was just always with a lot of sunscreen. But there was one early morning, because we would wake up the filming days that we knew it wasn't going to rain. We would wake up at 4 and they would pick me up like around 4:30 from the hotel. The people that pick me up don't speak any English. And there was one specific thing. So and I worked for a beauty company. So I'm very specific about my makeup. So there was one like eyebrow pencil that I would use, and I would only accept to use that one because otherwise my brows would not look natural. It's a silly thing. I should have just left it at the hotel. But anyway, somehow I managed to explain to the folks in the car that I need to go back to the hotel to grab that pencil. Right. And when I had gotten back with that pencil and I was opening the trunk hit my forehead as it was opening. And they were so sad because they didn't know what had happened to me. And well, obviously, like, it's not like that you're hurt, it's the fact that your face has something on it that I'm not sure makeup would remove. So I had a bump. Good thing nothing was actually cut. But that was worse than a sunburn. And I had spent 1 hour with the makeup artist, and she's like you had to really go back to your hotel. That stupid pencil. So that's one thing that it happens. But makeup did its work. I look fine.
Makeup is my friend. That's one of the reasons I think women are naturally very, very good at.
There you go. So that's the only bad thing that had happened, but it's completely my fault and me being clumsy with opening the car trunk. So I always anticipate something might go wrong, and then as a woman, I think there is more pressure also, and feel like just if I would come up and I would have full of acne or something, was like it's concerning. Whereas I think men care a little bit less, but maybe their physical appearance in some areas. So,
or maybe there's a little bit less pressure on them to be perfect. People they're accustomed to see on television perfection, and so there's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Not just on performers, on just women in general. You know, they see these images of perfection on television and they try to achieve them, and maybe it's not very realistic. And maybe being in the middle of this COVID-19 and being more realistic, maybe people will have a different attitude after all of this. Who knows?
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so for sure. And I think, yeah, video exposes some things. And if you have to be on video calls, on Zooms every day, not every day you have flawless skin or you want to do your hair.
Yeah.
But till today, I get criticized for the way I look sometimes on video when I post videos. Some people, like if I have a bad hair day, I would put a cap. People comment on the fact that I'm wearing a cap. It's not professional. Like, a guy would not get these kind of comments. So I don't really care about all these comments anymore, but I still find it funny that somehow my appearance still somewhat matters to some viewers.
Yeah, more than what you're trying to explain, your tutorials, your knowledge, your skill.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I guess it's that glamour of show business that they're looking for. A little bit of fairy dust. Your logo with the fox.
I wanted to do something with an animal because I love animals so much, but like a cat, like a kitten. And if you look at the URL of my YouTube channel, it actually says baby cat. Anyway, I was 17, not very smart decision on the names there, but I didn't want to make a cute deck of cards because my audience is men for the most part, 99%. So I needed to make something that was more like me. So I'm not like this little girl anymore, obviously 31. So I wanted to make something more mature, serious. And I thought a fox is very wise. A fox is also very individualistic in the sense that and I feel like for most of what I do, which is cardistry, it's a very individual sport. You have to spend a lot of time by yourself to be able to perform at it. And a fox never hangs out with other foxes, just always hunting by himself. So I really like the animal, the red hair. So my cat, because of the fox cards, I bought a redhead cat, and I called the cat Fox, basically. So it's more the other way around. But I really like the fact that it's one of my friends in the magic industry that designed that created the artwork for the fox. It's a tattoo artist, but really into magic as well. Mm-hmm. And I saw his Instagram post because he sketches the tattoos that he wants to do, and he sketched this fox. And I contacted him right away, and I told him how much I need you to take this Instagram photo down, and I need to buy all the rights to this artwork. And I have 0 tattoos on my body. It's just I change my mind too often to have a tattoo. But I really wanted that fox somewhere. And he was so kind. He's like he gave me a really good price, and he's like, just send me 12 decks of cards or how many cards you can send me, and we'll be okay.
Cool.
So that's become my logo, and I'm just happy that it's not like a random design agency somewhere that I paid for this. Like I have a relationship, like a friendship relationship with the person. So I care about that. So I even in the projects that I work with, if I'm outsourcing something, I need someone's help. I prefer to pick someone that I know to give the money to than someone I don't know. So.
Yeah, and you're comfortable with. It's really important to have a team and group of people that you're comfortable with, because then you can trust that they're going to tell you if you're off base or not, and if it's a good idea or if it isn't a good idea.
Yeah, no, it's really good to have a circle of folks you can bounce ideas to, for sure, that you trust.
Yeah.
I didn't have that starting out, but slowly with
I think it takes time to develop, but I think having a group of people that you can trust and that whose opinions you respect, then that's great. And over time, you just develop more and more people. Even my accountants on my team. Everybody's on my team.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody, they're all part of it. You never know. Ideas come from the strangest places.
Absolutely, but I hope we stay in touch more often.
Well, clearly, you have passion for what you do, and that passion comes across, and it's remarkable. So, thank you so much for this interview. It's been just a fabulous chat and a talk. Remember to subscribe and comment below.